Hey y'all, welcome to Rest Mama. I'm not gonna read the whole introduction again because I'm all like, y'all have heard it enough. But this is Rest Mama Incorporated. It is an organization dedicated to moms, whether you're single or married. We focus on community self care and finding the balance amidst motherhood. This is for if you are a seasoned mama, a single mama. Um, we're just gonna talk about a lot of stuff, stories, tips, expert advice on a lot of things. I am still working on getting someone in. I am very close to securing someone to come in and talk to us a little bit about giving some expert advice on seasoned moms. I really want to get moms like older than me on here, but child, when you get your mamas on here, they just be want to talk about everything. So I just got to figure that out, how I'm gonna plan it out. But Rest Mama, Rest Mama, Rest Mama Incorporated. Our website is right here, restmamainc.org. You can go on. You'll have access to not only the books, 7,000 Miles, One Day, also the Rest Mama collection. I am showing you guys now. I'm so excited. This is one of the rings. The rings are customizable. They are actually birthstone ring, so you can put any birthstone in it. You can get up to 5 stones added. The wear of the ring has been very amazing. These are curated, so these are actually not mass produced. I actually have to have these ordered, and they do take time. Same with the necklaces. I've been wearing it. You get the wear and tear out of it. It's been holding up great. There will be jewelry care that you can actually make sure that you don't do what I do. But I don't like to part with the stuff. I love jewelry. I have a jewelry obsession. I promise y'all I do. And so, what better ways to get something going, have a statement piece to show what Rest Mama is. The one day necklace is here, of course. And then I have a OD necklace, which is one day, but it's very cute. I have a rest necklace. I have a Rest Mama bracelet. And I think a one day ring. My bracelet and my ring come from another vendor, baby, and they lost my order, and I was pissed. And I was like, y'all gotta send my samples because I really need to figure it out so I can get them ordered for launch day because launch is in a couple of literally 4 weeks from now. And I told myself, I was like, look, if it doesn't happen to where I can get a venue set, I'm going to do this virtually because I have to do it on the November the 9th. I cannot wait to share you guys any, more details about it. But yeah, go on the website. There's a blog. Don't purchase the jewelry just yet. The jewelry is not available. It's just there as a placement. But there's a travel section where you can book your travel. If you guys purchase the books from the 7,000 Miles One Day, Feed, Come Eat with Aggie, if you purchase those books, the proceeds of those books goes back into Rest Mama, and I'm able to help another mom in need or help somebody else that's in need that I always run into. Literally just the other day, I didn't run into a mom, but I ran into a single dad, and I said, my organization is about helping. I don't care if you're a mom or not, and he really needed the assistance and the help, so I was able to help them get housing as well as food for a night. And so that's what one day, and that's what 7,000 Miles does. It puts the money back into people that are in need. I found out, Atlanta, Georgia. I always want to say Atlanta because Atlanta is not a real place. Atlanta is like its own state, but Georgia just experienced. They said one of the worst storms that we've had in a while. Hurricane Helena came through here and wreaked havoc on a couple of towns, especially small towns. And right now there are moms that are out there that haven't had access to food, water, basic necessities. I think the phones are back up in one of these towns that I was speaking with. Somebody's there now, and yeah, it's just I'm just trying to figure out how I could put a little resource and put Rest Mama on the ground there, figuring it out. So, yeah, y'all, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of talk about walking through the storms. I think that it is very important for us to kind of see. I was having a conversation with somebody and they were like, you get another hurricane coming. And I'm thinking like, but it's hurricane season. Like we have this every year. And even with my last episode where I talked about pushing through seasonal depression, I'm very chronological when it comes to my depression. I focus on more like dates and time frames, things of that nature and seasons. This time of the year is my favorite time of the year, but it also is time of the year where a lot of things has happened to me during this time, and it's very triggering, and it's very sad, and it's very depressing. And so I try every year to make sure that I don't go deeper into the seasonal depression. I recognize it is seasonal depression. I speak it that, okay, this is the time of year, Agatha. You know that on October the 4th, you're going to remember this. On October the 18th, you're going to remember this. On November the 23rd, you're going to remember this. But on November the 6th, this is a beautiful day. And November the 16th is also a beautiful day. And it's Thanksgiving, and it's holidays, and it's Christmas, and it's birthdays. But and I try to make sure that those good things outweigh the bad things, but sometimes it's very hard. And I talk about it a little bit in 7,000 Miles. And crazy enough, today I had a memory that came back on the Book of Faces 12 years ago. I talk about this book that I was writing, but it was supposed to be something totally different and not what's in the book now today. And so me just seeing that, and then I got a reminder of a picture that came up on my phone, I mean on my computer here, that actually showed me like in the area of what I was like being a really good friend from the Middle East. And yeah, just it's a beautiful reminder because today is October the 1st, and knowing that you're about to go into this season, which is a new season. Leaves are about to fall off the trees. It's about to be fall, then it's going to be cold, going to be winter. And how are you going to hunker down and really walk through and get through this? And let me tell y'all, I had the best conversations yesterday with a couple of people. When I tell you, my heart woke up very happy. I had a conversation where I spoke with someone that they were going through, a difficult time, a difficult situation, and just having just a conversation with them and really ministering to myself. I hate the word minister because I'm not that person, but obviously maybe I am. I don't know what, God is still, I know my purpose in life, and I just don't want to consider myself that person. But I was having that conversation with them, and just ministering to myself in a sense of the words that even coming out of my mouth, and they were sharing their story and everything, or whatever they were going through. And for me, it was like, well, this is what I'm going through. And she said, wow. And I said, hmm, you're right. Because I've wowed on certain aspects of my story, but I haven't really. And knowing that, I can give some sort of hope to somebody, saying that, okay, you're going through this. I don't take what anybody's going through as major and minor. Everybody going through whatever they're going through, and it's major for them. It's heartbreaking, it's heart stopping, it's anxiety filled, and it's depression overload when it comes to a lot of things. But to know that you can be talking to somebody and they're going through just a little bit worse, or have went through something totally different than you, and they still came out of the storm and their rain stopped, that eventually it kind of gives them hope that they'll know that their storm, the rain will stop in their storm. And then I had another conversation with a person who I never thought that I would ever have a conversation with them ever in my lifetime. We stopped talking over something that was very municipal, and I wanted to be vulnerable to them, and they didn't accept my vulnerability at that point in time. And so I never thought that I would talk to this person ever again. Like, it was just like dumb. But I knew that this person, I tell people all the time, you come into a person's life for a reason, season, or a lifetime. And I knew this person was going to be in my life for a lifetime. So I couldn't really wrap my head around why this person is not still here. I said it even today on a post about Rich Homie Quan, and how I know his family is like, I can't believe you're not here. Like, as a fan and a supporter of him, I sit back and I'm all like, I can't believe this man is not here. Like, this is crazy to me. And so that's, and this particular person, of course, thankfully enough, hasn't transitioned or anything like that. But I it almost as if I was grieving the person, because I was like, I can't believe this person's not in my life. This person was meant to be in my life for a lifetime. Were you crazy? Like, it was just hurtful. And so when we had the conversation, and it was already acknowledgement beforehand. I apologized on my part. They apologized on their part, but it was kind of like both of us were very stubborn, in a sense that, I ain't saying shit to you. Well, me either. And then when I got the text and the call, it was almost as if we picked up like things never left off. And there was some acknowledgement of an apology. And again, me saying, like, I've always supported you, I've always loved you. I know that you're supposed to be in my life for a lifetime. I couldn't wrap my head around why we haven't continued on, after something that was so municipal or whatever. But I'm here. If you need anything, trust me, I'm here. And they said the same thing, and that really put a smile on my face because, baby, I hadn't even got that. To know that you wronged somebody or did somebody wrong, that you can't even get that back from a person, but to know that I got that yesterday, even if it, whatever it means, that if we continue on the relationship as surface level as it is, I'm perfectly fine with that. If we continue as, we continue to do life with one another, because I love the fact of doing life with people as friends, as family. I'm still out here single, ready to mingle. So even if that's the case, I want this person in my life for the rest of my life. And I'm just thankful that the connection happened. And then I had another conversation where, as a complete stranger, that I just went out on the limb of reaching out and talking to. I have a lot of social media friends that I have not met in person, but having a conversation with a complete stranger is just it was just so uplifting to even have just a simple comical conversation with this person. I woke up on cloud 9 today. And so I want to say to a lot of people that are listening to this, is that that storm is going to eventually run out of rain. The things that you go through or are going through, there will be sun that will come out. They may peek through the clouds, and there may be a lot of debris, and there may be a lot of destruction around you, but do know that you live to see another day and you rebuild, you know? Yeah, there's this meme that said, we can't take nothing serious when it comes to a lot of things. So it was like, yeah, it was like a fan or something, and talking about Atlanta says we will rebuild. Like, it was crazy because it's not really funny and comical, because there are people that did lose their lives. There are people that are still struggling, that don't have just basic necessities. But we can't really, we have to also learn what to laugh and learn what to find peace at and things of that nature, because you got to know that the storm, it's going to eventually run out of rain, and you prepare yourself. Because here's the thing, this is the lesson that I learned. This is the lesson that was told to me, that this person actually told me. They said, um yeah, there's a lot of destruction, but I'd be damned if you catch me slipping again. Like, you're not gonna catch me unprepared again for the next storm that comes. And that mind blown, because how often do we not really learn the lesson in the storm that we're going through, to say that there's going to be another one coming around? Hurricane season is every year. It's between this time until the end of November. It's not going to change. A lot of people travel around this time and they just be surprised that there's hurricanes brewing in the ocean. It's not going to change. How are you preparing yourself for the next one that comes along? How are you making sure that home front is steady, that the foundation is solid, that the supplies that you didn't have before, that you knew you needed, and you might have been slipping on it, how are you going to get those supplies for the next storm that's coming? Because another storm is going to come. And I feel like you'll go through life always. I don't want to put angst in anybody's heart and anybody's soul, but know that it's not going to be picture perfect. I pray that you don't have storms for 5, 6 years apart, 10 years apart. But eventually, that when a storm does come, what have you learned from the last one that you went through, and how you're going to be able to be better prepared for the next one that you're that's on its way. And that's what 7,000 Miles is all about. The picture, literally, y'all, this is a copy of it. I haven't really bought an actual copy. I probably need to buy an actual copy of my book. Anyways, I can get thousands of these. But it's a picture of me walking um, in the beauty of the jungle. I actually was in Bali. And I don't know who took this picture. I don't remember who took it, but I got it. Um, and It's like I have my head down, but I'm still pressing through. No one is around me. You can see in the picture, there's no one around me. Um, and it's just the beauty of the trees and things of that nature, the flowers and things of that nature. When I took this trip to Bali, I was going through a mental breakdown. I had a mental breakdown. And my baby Carter was maybe like 1 or 2. Soraya then was, older a little bit. And I remember I told my friend this last night. I said, I don't know if I told you this, but I appreciate you even standing in the gap when I was having my mental breakdown, because I booked the trip. I booked a one-way flight to Bali. I called my friend that next day and I said, I'm going to Bali. She said, okay. What time do the kids need to be at school? It was no questions asked, like, what do you mean you're going? Why are you going over there? What's the purpose of you going? This, that, and the third. I mean, I don't understand. There was no question. She just said, okay, what time do the kids need to be at school? And I'm gonna go by the grocery store and pick up groceries for the kids. Like, it was literally, she was there to stand in the gap. And so it gave me, the trip gave me a sense of reconnecting with myself and knowing that whatever I was going through and I needed a break from, because I couldn't think with the noise that I had going on. And I left and I came back very clear, and I had a lot of clarity. I actually got a tattoo to commemorate the trip, but the tattoo has meaning too as well. Um, and so, you know, I look back over my life, even from the beginning, when in October of 2016, my husband told me that he can no longer be my husband. He no longer wanted to be with me. And he literally moved on with his side chick, like this, the kid's stepmama, to me being diagnosed. But, back when I was 6, 7 years old, being diagnosed with Graves' disease, that's an autoimmune disease that the symptoms mimics every just standard fatigue. But knowing that I was literally on death's bed at that point, and I got diagnosed and got my thyroid dissolved, was told that I wouldn't live to see 14, and here I am, I'll be 41 next month. To losing a lot of people that were very close to me, very, very close, that I considered as mentors, as like the love of my lives. When I say the love of my lives, like my uncle, my dad's brother, oldest brother, that was like my first love. To even losing like my first boyfriend, to losing grandparents that I just was very close with, to my cousin. It was just a lot that I felt somewhat I didn't even get closure on. I felt like I didn't have enough time with these people, and they were taken away from me, and I grieved that. To losing 2 babies. I lost one baby where I had to medically abort because the baby was sick and I was sick. And I was a brand new mama to Cameron. And I didn't want to leave him on this earth. So I made the decision to medically abort that one, to turn around and losing a child very traumatically. I sat in a hotel, a hospital waiting room, miscarrying my child, and no one cared. They put me in a corner and told me to go sit down. The hospital wasn't even busy. It was nobody in there. And they did not pull me to the back. And I lost my baby. They sent me home and I lost my baby in my shower. And I birthed her in the toilet. And this all happened this time of the year, y'all. This time of the year. To losing my marriage, I said that. To this is a lot, y'all, I've been through, but I'm here and I'm able to, I walk in joy, and I try to walk in joy, and I try to walk in peace every single day, because you don't know when, the clock is up. You don't know the time is up. And I pray to God every day, Lord, please let me fulfill my purpose before you take me away. Please don't let no other factors come into the way of getting in the way of me fulfilling my purpose. Lord, if there's a sign that you need to stop. Lord, please stop me in my tracks. Um, I just want to make sure that I fulfill my purpose. I even want to I want to live long enough to see my grandkids. And I'm talking about like my grandkids, my children's age. I want to even live a long, long time to see my great grandkids, and my children's children have kids. Like, I literally want to live a long time, and I pray that every single day. But I do know that I have to understand and know that walking through the storms is not going to kill me. Going through those storms is not going to kill me. It's actually going to make me stronger. There's a lesson learned in all of it. And you just got to push through. You got to pedal through the nonsense. You got to block out the noise, and you got to keep pushing through. You can ask God why, but don't ask him why in the sense of why is this happening to me. Ask him why and what is the lesson that I need to learn out of this. Because obviously I'm going through it for a reason. There's a lot of things now that I have worry about, but there's nothing that I can do. I can't change the trajectory of what the end result is going to be, because I don't even know what the end result is going to be. And instead of me literally thinking, oh, I need to fix this or whatever the case may be, even just like for the launch of Rest Mama, I want to make sure that I don't put so much focus on the launch, but put focus on the launch, like the actual organization, not the technical aspects of it or the logistics of the launch, but more so that this is something that you're purposed to do and it's going to be produced at this time. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Knowing that, the storm will run out of rain. Um, Prepare yourself for the next storm that comes along. Learn what you need to learn in the first storm, the storm before that you went through, to know what you need to do to prepare for the second one. And keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing, y'all. We gotta keep going. The art of forgiveness, the art of grace. Practice that daily. That way it makes it easier to push through the storm that you're going through. Give yourself grace. Give yourself patience. Give yourself time. It's not gonna be automatic. It's like fix it now, fix it now, fix it now. Sometimes you have to sit in it because there's a lesson that needs to be learned from it. So yeah, I'm going to end it now. It's a very quick podcast. I wasn't intending on being so long with it today. It really was just something that I just needed to hop on and talk about because of what I experienced yesterday. Y'all, my soul is at peace. My mind is at peace now. I feel good. Even I gotta go into work within the next hour or so. I gotta actually stop so I can cook dinner for the kids so I can go into work. But I am just prepared for what we got coming. What I got coming. What's the next? What's next for this new season? Just leaning on the everlasting understanding that everything is gonna be okay, and it's already written. Is that I think that's the thing that we forget, that the things that we go through are already written. Now it's you to determine what factors that you put into place to either speed up or slow it down. I won't speed up nothing that I got going on, and I know it's my purpose, because I know that eventually every step of the way has a meaning to it. That when I sit down and I talk to a mama and they're at desperate, they are in despair, and I said, baby, trust me. I've been where I've had $0 in my bank account, but my kids have had food in their bellies. I've made a way out of no way, baby. You know, I've done all that I needed to do, and I just let it let it rest at the hands of where it needed to rest. And so I don't rush the storms that I go through now. I used to have so much anxiety and so much depression about it. I want to tell you, anxiety for real. But now it's just like, well, it's gonna work out the way it's gonna work out. And it's not the laziness, and it's not anything like that, because you always have to, faith without works is dead, of course, for sure. But also, anxiety is not meant to live in your body. And if it does come up, you need to know how to process and walk yourself through that. And I'm not a therapist. Y'all, please go see your therapist, please. Find you somebody. There's resources out there that you can, use and get access to get therapy. But what I know is what I know for me, and I hope that it is beneficial for you. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Mean it. Make good choices. Be a leader. Don't be average. Be savage. Keep Christ first. Ladies, you're beautiful. Fellas, y'all got this. It is fall, y'all. Who is going to the pumpkin patch and the apple orchard and all the festivals, the fall festivals and the trunk or treats and the Halloween? Me. I'm so excited, y'all. I cannot wait. I literally, this month, the weekends are booked to the max. There's a lot of birthdays in this month for me, as well as next month. But Literally, I tell you, like it is. I'm so excited. I love this stuff. I mean, yeah. My kids was like, "Mom, what are you gonna be for Halloween?" I was like, "I wasn't anything for Halloween last year." They were like, "Yes, you were. You were Spider Man." And so I really, I'm torn between the two, and I hopefully I can find the costumes for it. But I want to be Vector from Despicable Me. Y'all, I love that character. Victor is the man. Like he didn't give a shit about shit, bro. He was vibing, still in the moon. Like he was just dancing, and I love his persona. That was like one of the best characters they could ever create outside of Gru. Gru is my man, but Vector, bro, Vector literally. So he wears that orange jumpsuit, and it has like a collar, and he has like a thing, and he has like a bob and glasses. I want to be that person. But my friends are like, no, because we are going to dress up and we're going to be really cutesy. This is the one time of the year that we can actually dress like hoes. And so my second choice, maybe I could be Vector with the kids when we go to the fall festivals, and then I could be. I'm leaning towards Corella Deville, but like a very sultry, sexy one. You know, I got the red hair. I don't know. I'm stuck between the two. But I'm super excited about that. And then next month is the launch of Rest Mama. My birthday. I'll be 41. Oh my god, my Cameron's birthday, Thanksgiving. Like we got a few trips planned, and then December is Carter's birthday. We're doing something big for his birthday this year, and then Christmas. Like I'm so excited, y'all. I can't. I'm so excited. So y'all follow me on all social media platforms. I'll pop one here. Restmamainc.org is the website where you can go and get the books to sew back into mamas and people who are in need. I'm torn between literally posting when I do give, but I think I'll do that at a later date when donations really start running in. It's I don't want to post it for clout, but I want you to really know and understand that people are out here in need, like especially mamas. I run into them every day. If I was to go to the store right now, I promise you, I guarantee you, I'm going to run into somebody that needs something. And they don't ask. They don't say anything. I don't know, have you ever seen what's the movie? Mr. Glass? Is it Mr. Glass? I think it is. Unbreakable. And Bruce Willis's character, he was dressed in the cape, and he was kind of like standing in a room, and people walk by, and when they brush by, he could like tap into what their life was like. So he ran into a woman that was domesticated, DV'd against. He ran into somebody that stole something out of a store, like a pack of bubble gum. Then he ran into a really monster and saved this family from this monster. I feel like that's how I am. Like I could go into a store and just feel it just like comes to me. I was talking to the person last night that reached out to me, and they were like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about you so much. You know, I just didn't know how to reach out to you or talk to you." I was like, "Oh, I know. I felt it. Like I felt the pull that you had against me because we were tight, like we were close." And so that's how I sometimes feel when I go into stores or places and things of that nature. Like I can really feel it. Um, and so when y'all purchase the books, when you be able to purchase the jewelry, and then when the organization is fully established, you can donate to the organization. Just know that it really is going to people in need. Trust me. All right. All right. Love y'all. Mean, bye.